Yeah, Taylor, I don't mean to be rude, but why the fuck are you laughing all the time? I don't get it.
The other like, oh, well, now they see these billionaires. We're going to end them all. No. I'm not part of that camp.
You said healthcare executive down with party balloons was on a next post that you commented on. Why would you be in such a celebratory mood about the execution of another human being? Aren't you supposed to be on the caring, sharing left where, you believe in the sanctity of life?
I do believe in the sanctity of life. And I think that's why I felt, along with so many other Americans, joy, unfortunately, because it feels like...
Serious?
All right, so let me give you a little bit of a backtrack, okay? So Piers is about to demolish this girl, Taylor Lorenz, okay? Now, I've not covered Taylor Lorenz because, well, I never needed to, but I cannot believe what I am seeing today. People are cheering on the murder of a healthcare CEO, health insurance CEO. Guys, yeah, I don't like, look, I can't afford health insurance. It's a terrible thing, but I don't know. Like, I don't need anybody to die because of that. So I just kind of find that a little weird. You let me know.
I mean,
joy in a man's execution?
Maybe not joy, but certainly not empathy. Because again,
we're watching the footage. How can this make you joyful? This guy's a husband, he's a father, and he's being gunned down in the middle of Manhattan. Why does that make you joyful?
Thousands of Americans that being murdered. So are the tens of thousands of Americans, innocent Americans, who died because greedy health insurance executives like this one push policies of denying care to the most vulnerable people. And the many millions of Americans that have watched people that I care about suffer and in some cases die because of lack of health care.
So should they all be killed then? Should they all be killed, these healthcare executives? Would that make you even more joyful?
No, that would not.
But why not?
And,
why are you laughing?
I think because it wouldn't fix the system.
You seem to find the whole thing hilarious.
I find your question funny.
A bloke's been murdered in the street. I don't find it funny at all.
I don't find it funny that tens of thousands of Americans die every year and because they are denied life-saving healthcare from people like the CEO. Now, I want to fix the system. You're right.
But what does the murder have to do with any of that, right? Like, was Taylor Lorenz talking about the insurance issues, which we do have? We have our healthcare system is the worst. It's not just about the money thing or whatever, paying for it. More than the dynamics, the algorithms, the Obamacare. For those of you who thought Obamacare was, about people getting insurance, it goes deeper than that. It goes even into the way we document as healthcare professionals. Now, coming back to it, but what does murdering a CEO do to change that? Did Taylor Lorenz, has she been championing this issue lately? Like, maybe I might have missed something, right? Doubt it, right? Now you have to act like you care because you got caught. Saying crazy things. By the way, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on this video.
We shouldn't be going around shooting each other with vigilante justice. No. I think that it is a good thing that this murder has led to America, or really the media elites and politicians in this country paying attention to this issue for the first time. You mentioned you couldn't understand why somebody would feel this reaction when they watched a CEO die. It's because you have not dealt, it sounds like, with the American healthcare system in the way that millions of other Americans have.
I've dealt with the healthcare system in various ways in America. I don't think it's perfect by any means, but the idea that I would view it as something...
Have you been denied life-saving?
Hang on. The idea that I would view it as something joyful that a man who's just a healthcare executive has been executed in the street, I find completely bizarre. Let me bring in Tommy here. Yeah. Tommy... I keep being told... Hang on, Taylor, I'll come back to you.
Okay, Tommy, don't say I'm joyful. I said
you said you were feeling joyful.
Yeah, I take that back. Joyful is the wrong word, Piers.
You think?
But I said, as I clarified...
You think?
Yeah.
You think joyful is the wrong word? Yeah,
sure,
I'd say it is.
Vindicated, celebratory, because, again, it feels like justice in this system when somebody responsible for the deaths of tens of thousands of Americans suffers the same fate as those tens of
This is
thousands.
very scary. Whatever religion this girl follows, please. I'm sorry. Like this is scary. Like, yo, I have to die because you don't like the system. So wait, when do we start doing this to the doctors and nurses, and then people will feel joyful about that too? How far does this go? This is, you see her face. You see Tommy's face. This is exactly how everybody should look at this type of, behavior. This guy's a weirdo. There's a whole nother clip of him that'll come out tomorrow, but he's just an absolute weirdo.
Thousands of Americans who
All right.
he murdered or
Tommy,
murdered.
whether Taylor wants to retract the word joyful or not, we all heard her say it, and I was just shocked. I mean, I find that kind of response utterly shocking, that someone could be murdered in the middle of Manhattan, who happens to be an executive for a healthcare company, and people think this is something that makes them feel joyful.
Yeah, this is still the remnants of the incredibly bratty Occupy Wall Street movement that's morphed into 100 other movements by now, all equally as disgusting. But to celebrate the murder of a husband and a father simply because you disagree with his position at a company, or you disagree with the company, or you disagree with the system of healthcare that we have in the U.S. is quite frankly sick, twisted, and disgusting. Why you'd celebrate anybody's murder, especially just an innocent man who you happen to disagree with, is really shocking to me. But it also just goes to show that the left and many on the left have a tendency to believe that violence like this, political violence, is necessary. It's a means to an end. And if they believe in the end and they believe in the means, it's really sick and wrong. If you want to have a conversation about healthcare in this country, that's fine. Let's have that all day long. But to be joyful, or even to say you're not empathetic about somebody losing their life when they leave behind two young boys, especially during the holiday season, the same day that millions of New Yorkers are celebrating a tree lighting, I mean, that's just too far for me, a bridge too far. The loving and tolerant left is at it again, Piers.
Yeah, Taylor, I don't mean to be rude, but why the fuck are you laughing all the time? I don't get it. Sorry,
I'm
apologies for my
laughing
language,
because
but honestly, I find it unbelievable. What are you laughing at?
Here, I'm laughing at Tommy's insane mischaracterization of why people are angry. It has nothing to do with Occupy Wall Street. This is a feeling that people feel across the left and the right. You mentioned Ben Shapiro earlier in his video about the healthcare exec. I encourage people to check the comment section on that.
She's right. Yeah, there were a lot of people under Ben Shapiro's his episode that he did about this, and it's really weird. There's a lot of right wingers who are saying oh, I guess that this was okay, or you don't care about people's healthcare situation. No, nobody's saying that. Like, bro, like I can't get insurance. Like, I need to not say that too much. I just feel like somehow I'm gonna get caught up. But trust me, if there's anybody who knows about the issues with the health insurance, it is me. I'm fully empathetic. I think that if we did not keep sending our money to many other countries, especially such as Ukraine and Israel, who, by the way, I think they get free healthcare on our backs and education too. But anyway, coming back to the point, we would not be in this mess. We probably could have a basic plan for everybody. Because at first I used to think like, well, no, you got to pay, for this type of stuff or whatever. But when I saw how much money we're schlepping to other countries, I was like, oh, we definitely should have a basic plan that the American citizen can have. And then we go from there or whatever like that, right? Or something, figure something out, right? So I get that. But this one thing has nothing to do with the other. Like, oh, well, now they see these billionaires. We're going to end them all. No. I'm not part of that camp. I am not part of that camp at all. And for her to say that I'm laughing because Tommy's saying this, like, no, you're laughing because you really find joy in this. This is twisted. I won't even say that this is the left. I'm just saying, like, what's up with you or anybody saying this across the board? You should never feel this way, ever. I'm sorry. This is just insane. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.